All right, welcome back. On RealCopStoriesVideos.com, I have 355 cop stories. Most of them are regular cop stories, vice narcotics gangs, but about a third of them are backstory stuff. Blowing up firecrackers for supervisors we don't like. We got a bunch of ashes in the car one time. The really a-hole supervisor turned on his car and he was covered in ashes. That's a really, I like that one. I'm proud of that one. I initiated that one. Look them all up. I love them. Now we're doing question and answers. And ask me a question, I'll answer it. Okay, so ask me a question, email me at rsbcopstories@gmail.com. Okay, here's another question.
Tell me about one of your most dangerous incidences.
Okay, there's a lot of them, and I'll just give you one. Okay, and this starts out, like I've said before in my stories, starts out really small and happy, you know, kumbaya, and let's go ride, you know, the unicorn, to shotguns out, officer needs help, and people on the ground at gunpoint. Okay, yeah, here it comes. Okay. But let me back up a little bit. When you're a young patrolman like I was, just off probation, the supervisors put you with officers to see if they can get a good match, because there's all kinds of personalities, and so not everybody's going to work well together for 8 hours in a car. Some guys want to work, some guys don't want to work, and I would with guys sometimes that don't want to work. They just want to put their 8 hours in, want to wave at people. They don't want to write tickets. They don't want to answer radio calls. They don't want to do anything. Well, wait a minute. I got, at that time I had a little over 2 years on. I got 18 years theoretically ahead of me, although I did 35, but I'm not going to spend the next 18 years waving at people. You don't pay me to wave at people. Okay? I'm going to go out and put bad guys in jail. I've always said this before. If I put a bad guy in jail that night and maybe even the next day when he's in jail, he will not commit a crime or crimes for that period. I felt I was just winning the little battles like that every time I put someone in jail. If we arrested 5 guys in a week, that's 5 victims that weren't victimized, at least. That's the way I looked at it. I think it was pretty true, because they're all a-holes. Okay, so anyway, this day I worked with a guy who didn't want to work, and he was driving. On his off-duty hours, he's a bricklayer. So all he's talking about is what he's going to do when he gets off. He's going to sleep, and he's going to get up in the morning. We work night shift. He's going to lay brick all day and bragging about how much money he makes an hour. I don't care less. I'm here to do police work. I don't care about bricklaying, okay? All right, fine. So we'd see some tickets. I wrote them all because he doesn't want to do anything. He's just driving the car. Okay, fine. So around 5:30, there's a Shell station and a big intersection. And we come around the corner, and there's a green Mustang with Chicago plates, and there's a guy with a broken leg in a cast, and another male and a female, and they're trying to push this car into the Shell parking lot. Okay, so we pull up, put our red lights on because they're actually blocking the lanes. And we get out. You guys need some help? Yeah, our car broke down. Okay, fine. So we get behind him. The guy with the broken leg gets in the driver's seat, and we push him into the lot. Okay, they go, thank you. Okay, no problem. Good luck. Okay, we get in the car. So I lean over. We had a pad of paper between us where we used to write down our radio calls. And I look over at the Chicago plate and I write down the plate. This Mr. Macho over here goes, oh, and by the way, he was like a weightlifter. So I think he might have left his testosterone and his macho stuff at the gymnasium. You know, you think guys that do that, you know, pumping iron and, you know, veins popping and, you know, would be want to go out there and, you know, terrorize the community via the, you know, gang members. Oh, no. So you go, what are you doing? So I'm going to run the plate. Oh, you run that plate? Look, they're just tourists. I said, well, we should at least run the license plate. And he drives off. Okay. Now, we don't drive very fast. It just kind of takes off. I'm running the plate. You know, and now I'm mad at him because I've been working with this guy for 2.5 hours. He hasn't done anything. I'm doing all the work. Okay. So I get the radio. I broadcast. We didn't have any radios on our hips. We were all hardwired. So I run the plate. Well, in those days, this was the 70s, very slow at getting returns on the computers. We had, nowadays they type it in, and then nationally it comes up and you get a Chicago or, you know, Indiana stolen car in about 15 seconds. You know, in those days, no. They had to go through another service, they had to bounce over here, and who knows, bounce off Mount Etna, and who knows where it comes from, McKinley, I don't know. Okay, so we're driving off, right? We get about, probably 4 good blocks. She comes back, calls our call sign. But she comes back very excited. I'll just make up a number, 4x24. She goes, 4x24, what's your location? And we know that they don't get excited over something. And I grab the microphone. She goes, 4x24, come in. Okay, 4x24, go ahead. She goes, what's your location? She goes, Code 6 Charles indicated, armed and dangerous. Ha! I thought my bottom was going to blow out, okay? We just left these people behind us. He didn't want to run the plate, and now that she's telling me it's armed and dangerous, and by policy, she wants to put out where we're at for backup, okay? He sees that, turn this car around, damn it, and I'm pissed because I wanted to stay there, okay? So he turns it around, now he's excited. Oh, we're at Soto, I think it was Marengo. Soto Marengo. So I'm grabbing the shotgun. Told you, we're only a couple blocks away. He comes screaming around the corner. I got the shotgun. I go, hope they're still here. Oh, okay. Well, luckily I knew they were going to be there because the car was broken. But where they're going to be, I have no idea. Luckily, the hood was up. and the trunk was down. They just closed the trunk as I came around. I remember the trunk was down for a second. They look up at us. Like, can you imagine? 3 minutes earlier, we were helping them push the car into the driveway. Okay, have a nice day. All right, kumbaya, kumbaya to you too. Same guys came out of the car, shotgun out, Kramer, get on the ground. Get on the ground. They're diving on the ground. Okay, shotguns out. Black and white comes around the corner. Almost, thank goodness, about the same time we got there. Phew, guy with a shotgun, another shotgun, another shotgun. Get on the ground. You know, poor guy with a leg. He hops out, down he goes. Okay, he's down. Run up, cuff everybody. Okay. Sergeant pulls up. What's going on? You know, oh, look at this. Oh my God. Okay. Search the car. You know. Okay, fine. So we're searching the car. Pop the trunk. What do we find in the trunk? A revolver and a couple of bags of money from some bank in suburban Chicago. You're bank robbers. Unbelievable. Okay. A gun under the driver's seat. Wonderful. Okay. Okay. So we're standing there. So this is around 5:30, almost 6 o'clock. Well, our detectives in those days worked late into the evening. They roll in because they heard this call come out and they want to see what's going on. They're going to ultimately handle it. Okay, so they roll in there and they get out with their suits. What's going on? And, oh, yeah, oh, that's great. No, who's got the evidence? Where'd you get it? Okay, so we're going through this, now we're doing to the administrative part. I search over here. Okay, fine. They're taking notes. So they go, okay, take them to the station. Impound the car. Okay, fine. So we go to the station. Well, they made phone calls back east, and an hour later, these guys are wanted in Chicago for Chicago PD and some palace something suburb. A couple of banks were robbed and blah blah blah, and they fled, and they didn't get the car identified till like yesterday. From it's not like it is nowadays where they have a million video cameras everywhere. There you had to talk to witnesses and cooperate and get the car. In the old days, my old days, you get like a partial plate. Like half the numbers, maybe the letters. Then you get another witness. He's got the letters and the numbers. And okay, what car did it come from? Okay, it's a green Mustang. Okay, and then you try to look up DMV. What's a green Mustang? Does it matter? Imagine it's painstaking work, so it takes a while to identify. And then you finally get the car. I got a hit. You got the car. People say that's the car. People saw the car drive away. Put it in the system, and then you have to wait to see if somebody's going to get it. By that time, been about a week later, they already made it out to California. Nobody stopped because their car wasn't on the hit list yet. That's how it works in the old days. Nowadays, almost instantaneous with all the videos and everything. Boy, they find out. I mean, you see all the things. Look at the bomber was in Austin where he was bombing people. It was horrible for a while, but then once they got things going, the video was he was at UPS, I think, or FedEx. They got him on video and they identified him. After they got him fast, they said his big mistake was going to a FedEx place because I guess the cameras are really good there. They identified him. That was one of his mistakes. He was doing okay till they did that. I'm glad he's gone. But anyway, that's a cop talking. So anyway, that was scary, but in the sense, not really, because it is scary because if they had decided that we made any kind of aggressive movement, we didn't. One guy's in the driver's seat. He could have pulled out that gun and started shooting, and we're over there pushing the car, helping him push the car, and unsuspecting cops would have got shot. Really strange. You think about it afterwards, you think, whoa, And I'm mad because at this guy, okay. And so now he's walking around like like a rooster. Oh yeah, we saw this car. And I'm sitting there just fuming. Like, I didn't say anything. So in that evening, we came into the station. My supervisor, I want to talk to you. Called me here. On the side, he goes, what happened out there? And I'm a young officer. I'm going to tell him the truth. I had to cinch my belt tighter. I told him what I told you. Anyway, waved at people, didn't want to do anything. I said, I hate dying off my old officer, but I don't want to work with this guy again. I don't. It's a safety thing now. And I told him about he didn't want to go back there. I wanted to stay there for a while and run the plate. He didn't want to do it. He's driving. He took off. He's senior to me, so I didn't want. He looked at me and goes, I knew it. There's something wrong here. I said, you were running the cars all night long, or all afternoon. I heard you writing tickets and all that. He wasn't doing anything. No, he wasn't doing anything. He said, I'm going to fix that. I said, well, I don't. He goes, no, don't worry about it. Okay, fine. So a couple days go by. I heard that detectives wrote us a commendation, gave it to our supervisor. He tore it up, took him off the side and told him what really happened. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want him to do that. So the next commendation came, just my name on it. That was really weird. Never seen it happen. I think it's happened one more time. Really strange. Supervisor took over here. They read the commendation at roll call that night. I think they picked it purposely that night. That guy wasn't working, and I got the commendation, and nobody was the wiser. Usually, you call a commendation out with the two officers. They come up, they sign their copy, and then this other copy goes into your package for future promotions. And everybody's, maybe starts making fun of you. This night was just me, and nobody was the wiser that there wasn't a commendation coming for the other guy. because he wasn't there that night. If he was there that night, you would have known only one guy got the commendation, and that was a hairy caper. Everybody knew what happened. And it goes out. The divisions know when you got a hot caper like this, it spreads all over the division. You know, these two guys got a guy from Chicago, and kind of unusual that, you know, this guy this incident. But in hindsight, you think, I thought about it later, going, oh, I could have been shot. Oh my gosh, you know, only because I was slacking off, because this guy was slacking off, and I let my guard down. If it had been me, I'll tell you another story later on. In fact, might tell it the next one. When I'm by myself, I do better because I'm on guard. I'm on guard for my own safety and, of course, the safety for the community. They come out shooting. Most shootings, they don't hit what they're aiming at. You see all the time drive-by shootings where they kill innocent babies in the house and on the front porch. They don't hit what they're shooting at. Even if they're shooting at cops, they don't hit what they're shooting at. They miss the cops. The only thing that saves officers is sheer luck, and a lot of times the officers are better qualified to shoot the weapon than the suspects are, thank goodness. Anyways, that was pretty hairy, and I'm glad it turned out okay. And you know, I never work with that guy again. They put him on the desk to do paperwork, which is where he belonged for a while, to get his mind right. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you later. Okay, bye-bye.